Hey everyone, I'm Ronnie. Today we're going to be talking about how Cursor builds Cursor, the revenue marketing edition. Spoiler alert, I am on the revenue marketing team. We get lots of questions like what is revenue marketing? Our team exists to help sales drive bigger, faster enterprise deals through campaigns and experiences. I joined Cursor by way of an acquisition of Graphite. Has anyone here heard of Graphite? Oh, amazing. Okay, Graphite is near and dear to my heart. I led growth and demand gen at Graphite. And it was actually my first marketing role. I was super lucky. The founders kind of took a chance on me. I'd done a host of other random business functions and was an investor. But I think the through line of my professional career has been getting technical. I think it's opened doors for me and allowed for me to try new business functions and work at really interesting businesses. So my goal in this talk is to impart some of that knowledge with all of you so that you can be marketing engineer superstars. So more concretely, we're going to walk through how to spin up an on-brand custom landing page with Cursor. The demo has two parts. First, building a skill, and then second, putting that skill into action. This idea started on Sunday night. Lee Robinson, who is an amazing, he's our head of DevRel, prolific DevRel guy, very big on Twitter, has great taste and sensibility. So he actually spun up a custom landing page for Dwarkesh Patel and his podcast. It was super elegant. I think it captured the right product messaging that we were going for, and most importantly, people love it. So that kind of got me thinking, how do we turn this into something that the entire marketing team can use? So, without leaving Slack, I just tagged Cursor and asked it to package the Dwarkesh landing page into a reusable skill. Then I stepped away, probably grabbed ice cream and scrolled on TikTok mindlessly, and then I let Cursor do the work. Here you can see, 10 minutes later, Cursor got back to me, and the Cloud Agent had done two things. It created a reusable skill and opened a pull request so the rest of the team could use it. And now I could have just run this locally, but I wanted to do it with cloud so that the rest of my team could take advantage of this skill. And I think that's the real value of skills. When I or someone else on the team sees something that works, we want to operationalize it. And it's worth it. I'm investing a few minutes up front to save hours later for myself and kind of for everyone else on the team. And I've noticed that like the folks that I work with who have been most successful at Cursor have used skills really well. So this brings us to the second part of the demo, putting that skill into action. So whenever I create a skill, and I'm sure all of you do this, you want to pressure test it. I think it has to hit the mark of, does it produce something that I'd be comfortable shipping to the broader Cursor team? And most importantly, am I going to piss off our brand design team? So for this test, I wanted to see what a partner landing page for Lenny's podcast would look like. Lenny is a close partner of ours, but I don't actually think we have any custom landing pages for him. So I gave it a brief. You can see it here. This was very lazy. I didn't give it a ton, not my finest work. But I just inputted Lenny, the logo that he uses, I'm on revenue marketing, so the CTA that I will always gravitate towards is contact sales. Pipeline is the name of the game. So I kind of just fed this to Cursor and waited. And in just over 10 minutes, the cloud agent had researched the brief, it built the landing page, it opened a PR in GitHub, and what it also did was open a live preview for review. And so all of this happened in Slack. I didn't have to open my agent's window. You wouldn't need to open your IDE. I didn't have to open GitHub or a browser tab. And this is kind of my favorite part of Cursor are artifacts. They're visual outputs, screenshots, and videos. And I think they're one of the most useful tools that a marketer can have because they make it really easy to evaluate the quality of a change before it ships. So you can review the actual user experience, provide feedback, and iterate without ever leaving your workflow. So just to recap, we started in Slack where we called a cloud agent. That agent turned a successful landing page into a reusable skill. And then we used that skill to generate a custom landing page for Lenny's podcast. And this was from idea to working V0 in about 30 minutes. I wish I could have done this live, but unfortunately I did not have 30 minutes to present on this. So what are cloud agents? They are autonomous agents that work on long-running tasks in their own remote environments. Put more simply, they run in the cloud and not on your laptop. To basically make this into reality, you can kick off multiple agents at once. You can shut your computer, you can come to an event like this, and you can come back later to completed work. So if I were running agents locally, I wouldn't be able to shut my computer. I'd need to keep it slightly ajar, and that's kind of annoying. And this isn't just a customer workflow, this is how we work at Cursor. So this was a slide that I pulled from probably a month ago. This was when 30% of internal merge PRs were created by async cloud agents. Now we're at about 70% of internal usage. So this is a feature that we have a ton of conviction in just because we've seen so much internal product market fit. And I think as marketers, we spend, or at least I spend, a lot of time worrying about execution. It's formatting pages, moving content around, synthesizing feedback, wiring things into Salesforce, especially for the campaigns that I run, and making sure everything works. And cloud agents are really powerful to let you offload that worry. So let this be my proposal to you, where you worry, make the agent worry. So we kind of call this the cookbook. So I kind of pulled some use cases that I thought maybe this group could benefit from. Think about it this way. I always have to remind it how to create a landing page, build a skill. I always have to summarize FinServe opportunities for my sales team, create an automation. Those can get to you in Slack. I always have to bother our data scientists to pull performance metrics ahead of our board meeting, connect the Databricks MCP. So we've only covered one workflow today, but I think there's a real opportunity to start identifying the work you'd rather not be doing yourself, and letting Cursor take it from there. So ideally, AI isn't automating our jobs, but freeing you up to do the work that's actually exciting to you. So that's it. If you have more questions, feel free to email me. You can always find me after this talk. And also happy to make sure that you're all set up with cloud agents. That's it.